Hello everybody, Jason Lay here, and today we're going to review the new King Kong film that just came out a few days ago, Kong Skull Island. I am very sorry that this review is a bit late. I have been busy with a lot of stuff, but since I'm now back on track, let's review this movie. Is I do not know who directed it, I forgot actually, but as far as I could tell, I think he had the future ahead of him, or he still had the. Okay, no, whatever. Let's just talk about the movie. So it's about a group of scientists who found this, I don't know, space photograph of a certain island called Skull Island, in which they thought that some Vietnam War planes have crashed unexpectedly. And that's where they landed. So they go out to the island to try and see what is there, what wildlife is there, see if those rumors are true. But when they start dropping bombs to, to map the surface of the island, Kong gets very mad and wreaks havoc on them. Now these people are stuck on the island and have to find a way to get back home. And we got ourselves a pretty good movie. For some people, I could understand how it got a negative feedback. It's not a movie that's gonna be for everybody. But for me, it is a very fun monster movie, and that is what I expect from the trailers, and that is what I got. The characters, well, they're good enough to progress the story along. Some of them are pretty much forgettable. Like there's a romance between two characters that it barely seems throughout the whole movie, and yeah, they're just not too memorable. But the main character that we get from Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston, John Goodman, John C. Reilly, and Samuel L. Jackson, those characters are probably my favorite ones out of them all. Everybody else was there to be like the bait for monsters, like monster food. But the main five characters are good enough to progress the story along. They're not great. They do have some bland moments, but my favorite one had to be John C. Reilly. He was stuck on the island for years, and now these people come along to him. And now he has hope to get back to home. But aside from characters, how is the Tyler character King Kong? Well, I'll be honest, I haven't watched the original King Kong. I do, however, watch the 2005 remake and own it. And I really enjoy this interpretation of Kong. I don't get how it gets a lot of hate. I think this is a really good movie. So, yeah. Kong here is, well, pretty small compared to Kong in Skull Island. He towers. He's about the size of like a whole mountain, where this King Kong is like the size of a house or something. Two houses, I think. Whatever. Anyway, King Kong is just bigger than this one, but he looks more like the King Kong from the original, where this just looks like an oversized gorilla, which is not bad. I really like the design, but I think with them sticking to as close to the original design is a very cool move, and King Kong is just awesome. It is not like Godzilla, which I did enjoy, but had like 8 minutes of Godzilla in the movie. Unlike unlike that, King Kong is just there's a lot more King Kong than you expect. There is a lot of action with him, and all the best parts of the movie is containing King Kong, and that is what struck me with the movie, and that is what this movie had to do. That is the most important part, and it succeeds. The action here, I'll be honest, is not as memorable as this one. Here, the action sequences, including the V Rex versus King Kong fight, is so much more memorable. But I will be lying if I say I did not have fun with the action scenes. I still thought they were really well filmed. I still thought that it is all great. Like I drop my jaw every time I see King Kong or every time I see an action sequences. I think the most memorable one would have to be the skull crawlers versus the humans in the place where Kong had his parents dead. Like where his parents died, Kong's parents. I feel like that is the most memorable action sequence because it goes on forever, it builds up, and when it finally gets real, it hits you hard. And the characters all had their own great moments. They are not useless. Even Brie Larson's character in the movie is not useless, and that is what I really like. So yeah, the characters, while not good, are not useless. Yay! But anyway, I still thought it was a very fun monster movie. I thought the action sequences was really good. I even like how Kong Skull Island, not just about Kong, but as the title said, Skull Island, we get to see a lot of these monsters, a lot of the wildlife, see what these creatures in Skull Island are. And I really like it. It expanded more on Skull Island than this one did, and the original in 1938, despite me not watching it. Maybe yeah, it got to expand more than the very first, and that is what kept this movie going for me. And I had a really good time with it. Not a perfect movie. The Vietnam music stuff doesn't always mesh well, but the music is still fine. The editing was a bit quick in the beginning, but it got the pacing got better as the film progressed. Overall, I thought this was a very cool monster movie. I suggest you go watch Kong Skull Island, and I'm gonna give it a B plus. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I am going to go react to the Wonder Woman trailer, and I'll see you guys next time.